Hello, this is Chef Tristan, and let me teach you the basics in knife skills. Here's our knife. Actually, this is my best bud. Use it wrong, of course, danger will happen, but use it right. Every cut that you need will be perfect. Let's start with some carrots. We'll do the julienne. Okay? Of course, it's easy and it's best when your knife is very sharp. If your knife is thin, if your knife is very dull, you have the tendency to use more force, and that will tend to, well, cutting yourself. Okay, just cut this like so. Then, okay, now moving on, tournée. I have here a tournée knife, or the turning knife. It basically looks like a small football. See, I'm just using the tip of the knife, the turning knife. Normally, you use this if you're in a hotel or in a fine dining restaurant. And for a perfect tournée, it must have a 7 perfect sides. Your perfect tournée. Now make on, going to cut the potatoes. Okay. Normally what we do is we make a base with some even cutting. Don't throw this, you can turn this into mashed potato or put it in your stews or some braised food items. Let's put it there. And basically this is the batonette. Okay, it's bigger than a French fries cut. Then if you're going to cut this is our medium dice. Double this up, or half part of this one, combine it, it's basically large dice. Okay, there you go. These are diced potatoes. And then going back to julienne, as you can see, the risk, the action, I'm not using a lot of force here. I'm just letting the knife work its way, or do the cutting for me. Okay, it's like you're stacking up all the potatoes. Cut it like so. Remember guys, make sure that your knife is very sharp. Again, don't throw this. You can use it for stocks or any other recipes that requires potatoes. Okay, now chiffonade. Basically, this is one of the simplest cut you can do. Just start to pile up or put. Basically, for the chiffonade, it is done in green leafy vegetables. But here we have some basil. Then we're just going to roll this. Then, as you can see here, our chiffonade. Okay. And then do the florets. Just basically using the tip of the knife, just cut it like so. There. And then, if you want, you can peel this. Sometimes I use the back of the knife. Sometimes. This is the edible part in your broccoli. Okay. This one again, don't use it, or don't throw it. You can use that for your vegetable stocks. You can use it for your soup, for your broccoli soup. Then, we're just going to cut this. Add our, call this the brunua, the small guys. Okay. Now, mincing. Normally this is done in garlic. So I have here some garlic. Okay. Just need to smash this. Then, sometimes what we do in a hotel or in the restaurants, we use two knives. Just keep on chopping and chopping until the garlic are minced. But here, I'm going to show you, of course, the best way on how to mince the garlic. Using the power of your knife, just make sure to cut it. As you can see, here. The way I hold the knife is like my best friend. It's like you don't have to let it go. It's basically this, you must trust your knife. So I'm going to mince this. Others, they add some salt. Of course, to release its natural juice or natural flavor. But here, you don't have to. Just keep on cutting. Okay, while doing this, when you're sliding the garlic, make sure that you're not touching the blade. There you have it, different ways on how to use your knives. This is Chef Tristan, and see you again here in Cook School.